last 4 or 5 rounds, they've had a man sent off in one of the ties. So and that's what I'm saying. Go back to the way that we
balances it with Højlund up front. 10 men each.
Mate, he is. Whoever's looked at him and gone.
He got 9 league goals.
When you look back at United, obviously for me, United have always been the guys that have taken the trophies off of Arsenal. If Man United weren't the team, Arsenal would have been. So when you look back at the strike force, even the fact they just go right with Van Persie, you're Rooney, you come to Højlund now.
Yeah, man.
You was at one stage where you had Tevez, Rooney, Berbatov, Ronaldo, and now you're going
all these things.
your drop off is just unbelievable, by the way.
So go on. So after you've had a word with Onana and got rid of him, what's your next? What do you do next?
I think a lot of players. You know what? I'm just thinking about Amorim. I don't know if I'll let him go or not. But honestly, after what I've seen, I think he has to go, man. But the thing is, who do you get in? Right now, the manager market is not great. Who do you man think we can get?
I think your biggest problem
is it just the manager? Ratcliffe does not look happy.
Radcliffe's going to go and steal the toilet roll from the toilets.
I think your biggest problem is your financial situation.
I think
that dictates. You say about Onana and all of this.
Honestly,
you're not going to
name one good thing other than Bruno Fernandes that's good about Man United.
But can I also just add?
That's a good question. That's a good
thing.
Go on.
Ahmad. Apart from that.
He had to, bro.
I'm not supporting it. I'm sorry about players like anything else.
But can I caveat that? Bruno Fernandes doesn't fit this team.
I know we're bad. I just thought this would be a lifeline. We're going to save our season. And now we're just cooked.
What did I tell you upstairs? Be humble. Stop saying certain things.
No, but it's Spursy, innit?
See what happened.
When it's Spursy, I thought...
You just say that no more. You
discussed.
Can't say that.
This is United-y.
Yeah, that could be the new thing, couldn't it? Yeah. That's not going ahead and losing, that's just being pants, is it?
No, but to be fair, though, we are actually moving.
That's burgling your way to the final and then carrying on being pants even in the final. That's what that is.
So go on. What's this? You can't just sell all your players.
The refs. Big up the refs.
No, man, we paid you. You didn't want to help us.
It wasn't great, was it? It wasn't great.
They need to show us Alex Ferguson. Man.
But do you buy into the idea, and any of you really, do any of you buy into the idea that the manager can solve everything? These days, it's so much more about the
unless it's Ange Postecoglou in his second season.
But United didn't get here overnight. So how are they going to get out of it overnight?
And that has been
years of
that has been the thing going back to Ange Postecoglou, that it was around the December time where everyone was saying get rid of him, and I'm like, there are so many problems at this club. Ange might be a contributor to it because of certain tactics or whatever. He's not the only reason for it. Like, we're talking, even when you was going back to the managerial races and they was naming all these managers, we're talking about clubs that have a very good transfer policy. They have a certain way of playing and they bring a manager in that fits that. We go from playing 5 at the back to playing 4 at the back to we were playing defensive football, now we're playing attacking football. You need to get all of these things to align up. Yeah. And it's similar to what Amorim was going through in terms of...
You mean under Nuno and Jose? And
exactly. So you go from playing defensive football, you want them to sit back, you want to counter-attack more, then you bring in a manager that does a completely different way.
The players have... based on the old system.
Exactly. And then if you actually look at our team now, it's probably really set up to play a sort of Amorim system. Porro's more of a wing-back. Udogi's a wing-back. We've got 3 good centre-backs. So you can't keep going between different tactics. And Amorim, as I said, he's come in and he's gone, I don't care where you fit. This is my system. You have to play to it.
Yeah.
And this is what's happened.
Think that's naive?
I think that if you bring in a manager and you want him to play that system, you can't expect him to then change. Exactly like Ange. You can't bring in Ange and say, play this front forward attacking football, and then when it don't start working, go, oh, why don't you change it? So that's what you brought me in to do. Why would you do that? So with him, it's a case of, why bring him in and ask him, he's been playing 3 at the back, say, why bring him in and say play 4? But that's not what I've done all my career. How do you expect me to get results? Yeah. But saying that, he should have been able to adapt. He should have been able to get a better tune out of what he's like. Because this isn't... I know we're slagging off some of these players, but there's some quality in this team. There is some players there. Mainu's got some quality. Mazwari's decent. You obviously brought in the wing-back. Euro's generational. apparently, or something like that. So there is a few good players. And I know what you're saying about Onana, but with all due respect, Onana's not the one that lost the game today.
Is he not?
I wouldn't say so. I would say
He's a big
contributing
factor.
factor. The facts are
Football's won and lost in both ends.
They couldn't score goals. They didn't look dangerous. So Onana would be the one where you're like, if we could protect him a bit more.
Well, you know right? So I thought De Gea made a few mistakes in his last game. I thought he was an unbelievable keeper. He won United. De Gea. He won in his last season. He won Golden Glove, right? And he won United Player of the Year about 4 times when he was at the club. He was one of their best players.
Yeah, totally.
They let him go for free. Hated him out of the club. And then basically said, we're going to get a ball-playing goalkeeper and just concede as many chances as... He can't save chances.
It's exactly that, getting hated out of the club. And I think football fans do that. They just get bored and then they go, and they make up a reason why someone's
You always
bad.
need a scapegoat.
Spurs had it with Harry Kane.
We live in this era of like FIFA career mode, though. And that's what people think.
Totally. And they just go, I've had him for ages, he's boring.
Spurs had this with Harry Kane. There were Spurs fans out there going, we should sell him and we should invest in him.
And that's exactly why you should keep Ange, mate. That's exactly why you should keep Ange. First season, he challenged the top 4, got you, what was it, 5th?
5th, yeah.
5th. Right. Second year, he's blown up in the league, but prioritised this. He's won you the cup. If I'd said at the start of the year, you're going to get 17th and win the Europa League, it'd sound like one of them weird questions you get at like 3 a.m. at the pub.
But I would have always have said that.
Right, lads, sorry, just really quickly. Right, Kofi, I want to go to you, right? Man United players, give me a quick fire rating for the team you played, right? Out of 10, Onana.
Do I have to do this?
Yeah, mate.
Onana will go 3 out of 10.
Euro, generational Euro.
5.
Maguire.
5.
Shaw.
4.
Mazraoui.
3.
Fernandez.
2, 1.
2.
Casemiro.
1.
Dorgu.
4.
Mount.
Did he even play? 2.
Diallo.
It's a shout, though.
Tried his best to give him a 6.
Hoyland.
Oh, -1, man.
Not good stuff.
He's trying to flog him to us.
Right, spotlight. We'll go through Tottenham's team. Vicario.
10.
10. Porro.
European champions.
To be fair, he made some big
Every
saves,
single one of them is going to be 10 for me.
8 or 9.
No, I think Vicario he had a few shaky moments, but he made a couple of big saves, so I'll probably go 8.
Yeah, Porro.
Porro, they were kind of dangerous from there. Probably a 7, maybe, something like that.
Romero.
Your phone must be...
I think Romero was probably an 8. I think he handled Maguire quite well.
Van de Ven.
Just for that off the line, I'd give him a 9.
Udogie.
I think they were quite dangerous there. Probably say Udogie, probably a 7.
Bentancur.
I think he's underrated. I think he's done a lot of the running. I'll probably give a 7.
Basuma.
7 as well.
Johnson, goal scorer, match winner.
It's got to be a 9, isn't it? Match winner.
Papsar.
Again, didn't do much on the ball. Probably a 7.
Richarlison.
I think he played quite well, to be honest.
He put in
he put his shift in.
Big shift.
I can't lie, he did all right. He did decent.
There he is.
Another shift, 7.
Did you give Richarlison
Here we go. Here we go.
There we go. Heung-min Son about to lift the trophy.
What a beautiful
First
sight.
time
Come
since
on.
2008.
Come on.
A Tottenham player lifting a trophy. There he goes. Heung-min Son, Tottenham Hotspurs,
What happened to the fireworks and all
champions of the Europa League 2025. The first major trophy since 2008. The first European trophy for more than 40 years. For one night and one night only. North London is white. And a team who've actually been North London forever share the success. Heung-min Son absolutely loving it, and Richarlison. I have been Will Pugh. You've been watching Sun Sports Live Europa League final watch along. Thank you so much to CJ Needham, aka the Deluded Gooner, Luke Stanley from MCFC, lads, Kofi B, who hasn't said a word for about 20